Hello, I'm Emma Morell and I am the Curriculum Subject Lead for A-Level English Literature at Exeter College. And today I'm going to be talking to you about what makes our course really exciting at the college and why I think you should study it. The first question we are always asked at an open event is why study A-Level English Literature? And I think primarily if you enjoy reading and you want to further your interest in reading, this really is the course for you. On the course you'll develop analytical, critical and contextual thinking and evaluative skills that are absolutely essential for other subjects as well as literature itself, and they are sought after by Russell Groups of the top universities in the UK. As well as the types of thinking that you're going to be needing to do in the course. A-Level English Literature supports the other A-Levels, particularly those in humanities or in media and performing arts, with the kind of essay-based writing content. So the A-Level course at the college, we're with Pearson Edexcel. So you can go onto the Edexcel website to find out a little bit more about the way that you're assessed on the course. But essentially kind of broken down, the year one or the AS level assessment consists of 2 exams. So you have your paper 1 poetry and drama, which is worth 60% of your AS grade. And then you, about a week later, you'll sit your prose comparison, which is a paper where you compare Never Let Me Go with Frankenstein, and that is 40% of the AS grade. In the second year, you will sit 3 exams and also have a piece of coursework. So you have a poetry exam, which is 30%, a prose exam, which is 20%, and a drama exam, which is 30%. And then you also have your coursework component, which is a 2,500 to 3,000 word comparative essay on 2 novels, which is worth 20%. In terms of our constant kind of tracking of you and your skills through the course, we begin the year with an initial skills focus assessment, which just looks at how you write kind of academically, how you explain yourself, the range of terminology that you use, rather than kind of beginning to grade you A, B, C, D from day one. We look at building up your skills to get you ready for the A-level type of assessments. We have regular in-class assessments. So every about 3 weeks, we'll do a short assessment in class. So we're able to kind of track your progress and help you improve, sort of heading towards the exams. You also have regular homework and workbook completion. So we've created workbooks for each of the texts that we study for you to use in your self-study time as a guided self-study. You'll also be asked once or twice a year to do a research presentation or collaborate with group work with your peers to create resources or a PowerPoint presentation that you might share with the rest of the class. In January, all A-level subjects sit an internal exam, which replicates the exam conditions. And then you have your 2 external exams. So that's the poetry and drama and the prose exam in May. So one nearer the beginning of May, one sort of about a week later. The AS grades do not count towards your A-level grades overall. So we're one of the few centres now that will offer the AS qualification and as well as the full A-level qualification, rather than being fully linear and only offering the A-level. And we do that for a number of reasons. But I think maybe the most important reason for us is that you have this AS qualification at the end of your first year, which tells us, as an externally moderated assessment, tells us how likely you are to succeed at A-level and gives you a really accurate grade kind of moving forward into your second year. So the text that we study together, we study 20 poems from a book called Poems of the Decade, which is kind of modern, lively, contemporary poetry. We study 2 novels, so we study Kazuo Ishiguro's Never Let Me Go and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and we study those in comparison. So we look at them in terms of the subjects of science and society. So some of the questions that we tackle in class are things like, how has medical and technological advancements changed the way that we interact with each other? As an example. And for our drama text of the year, we studied together A Streetcar Named Desire, which is a 1947 American play by Tennessee Williams. So the support that we offer in A-level English literature is that you'll have 4 in-class lessons a week with your subject lecturers or lecturer, and 1 remote class, which is our Wednesday day. So that means that's a day that you can learn from home, but you're going to be set kind of regular varied work for this, including having live lectures as well during that day. So our first year students, so far we're in week 5 of the course at the moment that you're watching this, and our year 1 students are currently working on context presentations as paired work online, and I'm able to kind of jump in and have a look in the breakout rooms to check on those. Last week they completed a live interactive lesson on Nearpod. The previous week they listened to a recorded podcast between me and another member of staff, and had to answer some questions at the end of the podcast. So we try and keep the work kind of exciting and varied for those remote Wednesday classes to make the most of that home study time. We also are able to give one-to-one support, and we have an amazing academic learning support team on site for students that might need that extra little push with helping with writing skills, academic writing skills. We have also offered literature, stretch and support sessions. So the stretch sessions are university-style lectures that we put on sort of once every half term, and these are aimed at our most able students, usually our students that are heading to one of the Russell Group universities. And some of the topics that they might cover are things like postmodernism, or looking at Julie Kristeva's theory of the abject in a text, so stuff that you would usually study at university, not at A-level. We also offer kind of in-house in-subject support sessions. So these sessions, again, are focusing around academic writing skills, but responding to what we're noticing as a trend for our students in terms of kind of gaps in knowledge after each assessment. So they're kind of bespoke sessions that we respond to at the time or very shortly after an assessment is completed across the subject classes. We also offer a series of revision lectures leading up to the exam, as well as having visiting lecturers come in. So we have really good contacts with the University of Plymouth, and we've had Dr. Eddie Falvey come in to talk about theory and criticism. We've got lecturers coming in from the university to talk about post-colonial studies, to support with our coursework element later in the year. And we've also got another link at the moment that we're working on with bespoke Handmaid's Tale lectures for our second years. Finally, and I think also very importantly, we use the kind of Microsoft Office suite in our subject, and it really is embedded into the way that we teach. So we use Microsoft Teams, particularly on remote Wednesdays, to connect with students and to run online classes. And within Microsoft Teams, we also use the Microsoft OneNote app as well as the file sharing sites. So all of the resources for students for the entire year are already uploaded at the point that you begin the class in September. So you already have a wealth of material to begin the course with and to support your learning. So what makes studying literature at Exeter College so unique and different from other places that you might be looking at? Ultimately, I think it's really in our extracurricular opportunities that we offer. So we run regular trips. Last year we ran a trip to the cinema, where we managed to get the National Theatre to agree to hold on to a recording of Margaret Atwood's book launch for The Testament, so the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. And we had about 60 students attend that recording, which was a really, really exciting opportunity to support the students with The Handmaid's Tale, which is the current second year text. We also ran a trip to the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust with a group of second year students again, and they attended an academic lecture for Othello and had workshops through the day with dramatists. We also have our visiting speakers, so whether they're coming from universities or this year we had a workshop with Live Talk for National Poetry Day on the 1st of October, which was really exciting, and that was available to first and second year students. And we also run writing competitions, so we're really lucky to have Keywords as one of our contacts who do have kind of writing competitions going on that we publicise at the college and encourage students to take part in. The same thing goes for Exeter University. They've got writing competitions that we encourage and support our students to take part in. Also, Exeter is the only UK city to be awarded UNESCO City of Literature status, which means that there's a lot more kind of opportunities within the city to engage with literature and engage with things like writing competitions, visiting speakers, workshops, and so on, which is really exciting and that we like to advertise. So our average class size is around 20 students. So my smallest class size currently is 15 students. My largest class size is 23 students. And we have a very varied style of classes. So we have sometimes lecture style classes that take place in our lecture theatre. We also do the more kind of in-class group work style classes that you'll be used to at school. We also look at kind of workshopping, particularly around essay writing skills, and as well as our kind of online content as well. So you get a very varied style of learning through the course of the year for literature. We offer the two extend subjects within the faculty that link really nicely with literature, the first being creative and professional writing, and the second being the Introduction to Teaching English as a Foreign Language or TEFL course. And good A-level subject combinations are humanities subjects, so psychology, sociology, history, philosophy, all fit really nicely with literature. as well as subjects in the media and performing arts. So that might be media A-level courses or media BTEC courses, or drama as well. Drama fits really nicely. So thank you for listening to me talk about the course. If you have any questions, please do use the Q&A function in a second, and I'll start responding to you. Thanks very much.